Welcome. This is Martha Tello-Rosser. She has been in the beauty business for over 20 years. She is the mother of two. Also, she has somebody in high school and one that's already graduated. So she looks so fabulous because she takes really good care of herself. She's a massage therapist, along as a makeup artist, and she's also a hair designer. And she has her studio over there in Texas. But she also was a previous salon owner, and she has retired from that and moved to Texas a couple of years ago. And this is where she has her home studio.
Right. So thank you, Sarah. So I am a retired salon owner. I'm going to start there because I feel like it is very big thing that happened to me as well. So about 7 years ago, I was introduced to this business in the form of Custom Blend. You can see Custom Blend behind me. Somebody knew I had just opened a salon, and they knew I needed products to incorporate into my business because I was at the point where I really was very successful in service, but I needed to provide that extension of service. And as I told y'all earlier, I am all about being of service, both in my professional career and privately, right? I'm always being of service. And so being a solutionist, providing products was a little bit hard for me. The reason it was hard for me is when I first started in the industry, I actually started behind the counter. I was a beauty advisor for some high-end makeup companies, and I actually ended up being a business manager for one of those makeup companies. I ran $1 million business, and it was all about products, moving products to the people, regardless of what the product was or how the product was or whatever, it was about quotas and numbers. So fast forward 15 years, when it was time for me to put products into my current salon, it was a little difficult for me because I was like, I kind of had like PTSD. I'm like, I don't want to provide products for people. Do I have to meet a quota? Like, it was really scary for me. But I also am a business person. I know that it is very smart to incorporate products into your business because you do a lot of work and then you send that work off elsewhere for people to buy products from only God knows where, right? So I did incorporate those products into my business, and they did very well. And about 2 years into carrying my products and, being in a very successful salon and spa, because it was full service, I had hairstylists in there, people who provided facials. I do massage. I had an acupuncturist in there. There was probably about, I want to say 8 to 10 people at any given time that were providing services to others. And then my husband comes home one day and he's like, "Hey, babe, I need to chat with you," with this very serious look on his face. And I really didn't know what he was going to say to me. And what he said was, "Hey, we're moving from Albuquerque, New Mexico back to Texas." I am originally from Texas, so I was super excited about that. That'll be closer to family. But one of the things that was devastating to me is in 2.5 seconds, he basically fired me from being the boss of my own salon. A very successful salon, right? I had a ton of people in there as well that I was going to have to break the news to, like, "Hey, now where y'all going to go? Because you can't stay here," right? So I freaked out, but in my head, I did a lot of math, and I put a lot of math and numbers on paper. Where was the money coming from? What could I do when I went to Texas? I didn't want to work for anybody else. I'm sorry, but I could be a great employee, but I don't want to be anybody's employee. I'm sorry. I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, and I just couldn't see myself doing it. So I had to put numbers on paper, right? And I'm not a math girl. I like makeup and skincare and things like that, right? So what I realized is that my clients were purchasing a good amount of product, enough product that I would be able to move to Texas, still provide the products, still leave the salon open for 1.5 years so the people in there could figure out what they wanted to do. So till this day, I service my clients. I've been in Texas almost 6 years, and I have probably about 75% retention of the clients that I had whenever I was there. I do not have a salon. I do not have a brick and mortar. I am a party of one, and I do it in-house. When I came to Texas, I told my husband I had a salon, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. It's not something that I want to do now. Is it something that maybe I see in the future? I don't know. I see Maria's face and I'm like, dang, I need to go back to doing that. But then I'm like, no, don't do it. So, but this, business allows you to provide great products to your clients. So great that I've been gone for 6 years and I'm still able to service them. And that says a lot about the product itself, because I could be the best makeup artist. I could be the best uh, massage therapist. But if I don't have the best products, they're going to get that product from somewhere else. And so that they still till this day buy products says a lot about the product itself, not so much about me. So that's kind of why I really wanted to share that with you. But now I'm in my own space. I do own a luxury bridal business here in Texas. It's all about big hair, huge dark lashes, and all the makeup, right? So it's wedding every time you turn around. So I do weddings pretty much every weekend. So I do that. On location, but I do have a spot where I do facials and massages, and I do provide consultations here. So I am going to take you on a little tour, because again, your vision could be as big as you want or as simple and as small as you want. I do not have back bar, excuse me, not back bar. I don't have products that I have lined up to sell to people. I usually provide them with the website. I order it for them and I ship it to their house. All the products that you see, I use them. Okay. I use them on people and I use them for my clients. So you're going to see a lot of product, and that's because I utilize them in my business. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all. Let me move out of the way. So if you look back here, I have my little custom blend station. This is where I do my little custom blending. I do have all of the foundations that you can think of because I do makeup. If you look down here, I have more skincare. This is for our acne prone skin. When you're working in an environment where you have people coming in and out, you do have to clean, right? You have to make sure that your space is sanitized and disinfected. And I use hospital grade products that are going to kill MRSA, staph, whatever the heck that's going on. So I make sure that whenever you come into me, you do have a space that's super clean. Right here, I do have extra stuff when it comes to custom blending. I'm going to take y'all a little bit closer, and you're going to notice that most of my custom blend bottles are practically empty because I utilize that system like it's going out of style, right? If you see on the sides, I do have my eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to turn y'all this way a little bit. I do have my little stations where I do makeup and hair and all of these things. And sometimes, because yes, I am a party of one, but I'm always big about sharing and teaching other people how to do things. So I do have people that come in and I train, or I do have other hairstylists and makeup artists who come in and utilize my space as well, because not everybody has a space that they can do their craft in. And I am very, very big proponent about sharing what I do with others, because somebody said earlier, it's not a scarcity mindset where I need to keep everybody to myself, but it's an abundant mindset where there's so many people, we can service the people that speak to us, and there's enough people for other people to service too. So I do utilize this space for other people as well. They are more than welcome to come in. So I'm going to unplug this and I'm going to turn y'all around. My space is not that big either. So I have all my little station here as well, where I do makeup and hair. I have my little over here, all the skincare products that I use during my facials. You see my little steam thing. I am a licensed massage therapist, so I can provide facials that have more to do with like lymph and inflammation and things like that. I don't do invasive treatments. We leave those to like Maria and Sarah and Laverne. But that is my space. It's here in my house. I get to do what I love and I have a passion for, and I don't have to leave the house. So that is a plus.